Hello, lovely people. Today we are here because we are going to be reading through yet another blog post from DC. So I'm very excited about, I'm not. I haven't read it. We're going to read it from the beginning together and see how we go. This is the part 3 of the blog posts for chapter 2 of Light and Rain Story Arc. That is such a mouthful. Let's go through it. This one is called The Right One for the Job. Ivy University Physics Department. I'm so sorry, Professor, the young man said, agitated. I tried to tell her that you were busy and to come back during your office hours, but it's okay, Professor Ray Palmer replied. Ms. Cavalera's a friend from Metropolis. No harm done. I'll take it from here. Thanks. As his harried teacher's assistant left his office, Ray smiled at his guest. Good to see you again, Lucia. Oh, it's Lucia. He said. What's up? You look like you've got a lot on your mind. Yeah, like murders. Maybe she has murders on her mind. Just, I do. Thanks, Lucia Cavalera said. I need your help, sir, and not with particle physics. Ah, gotcha, Palmer replied. The professor took Lucia's hand, and a moment later, the two of them were miniaturized thanks to his incredible size control power. Now in uniform as the Atom, Ray took a seat on top of a now enormous smartphone. Okay, tell me about your situation. Remember when we were training the other day? Lucia said, leaning up against a gigantic coffee cup. In my sister's backyard. I do, Atom said. Your sister took off with John Stewart. Some kind of cosmic emergency, if I recall. Yes, and I haven't heard anything from her or Mr. Stewart since then, Lucia said. That's not like her. I'm worried, and I don't have any way to check on her to see if she's all right. Why doesn't she... Hang on a second. No, that's not... You can just check. There are multiple ways for her to check if, I was going to say Lucia, which is her name, if Esperanza is all right. What is she talking about? I'm confused. A little bit confused about that. Is she restricted in some way? She's not allowed to go or contact her? I don't understand that one, but okay. It's going to be okay, Atom replied, with a reassuring smile. Hang on, let me make a call. He removed a Justice League comm unit from his belt and activated it. Atom to Watchtower, he said. The Watchtower has a portal to Mogo? Is that's what's going to happen? She's going to go through the portal to Mogo. Okay. Atom to Watchtower, he said. In response, a holographic image of a smiling, handsome man appeared above the device. Hey there, Tiny, the image said, smiling wildly. What's up? Alien ant invasion? Sentient bacteria attack? Lilliputians? You really should leave the funny stuff to Ted Booster, Atom replied. My friend here needs to get in touch with the Green Lantern Corps. The hollow image of Booster Gold replied. According to the duty roster, hell's off-world. Ditto John. Kyle's in another galaxy. Wow. Are any of them on Earth now? Atom said. It's important, Booster. Well, yeah, Booster said. Just one. You know who. Oh boy, Atom said. Him. First Bank of Liberty, Baltimore, Maryland. I think I heard about you, Chica, Guy Gardner shouted. Think I heard about you, Chica, Guy Gardner shouted over the din of combat. You're the new indigo hippie, right? More or less, Lucia replied, as she willed her power ring to create a shield of energy around herself. Why are those robbers dressed like playing cards? Guy generated a gigantic glowing green fly swatter with his ring and swatted a flurry of razor-edged cards fired at his head from below. Call themselves the Royal Flush Gang, he replied, grinning. The card thing's their gimmick. King, Queen, Jack, You get the idea. I see, said Lucia. It really looks like they went all in on that. Nice, Guy Gardner replied. See, you got your battle banter down. What brings you to Baltimore anyway, besides yours truly, of course? I'm trying to get in touch with my sister, Lucia replied as she created a giant hand made of indigo light. She's a blue lantern. She went to some place called Mogo with Mr. Stewart the other day, and Mogo, huh? Guy said, frowning. Damn, lot of stuff going down on Mogo these days, and it's not all unicorns and kittens. Would be nice, though. Would be nice. We love kittens. I'd be there myself, but I got stuck holding the fort on Earth while John and the rest went to help. Frowning, Lucia used the giant indigo hand she created to lift a family trapped in their SUV to safety. It sounds like they're in trouble, she said. I need to go to this Mogo. Can you help me? Sorry, sweetheart, Guy said as he ensnarled Royal Flush Gang members with a glowing emerald cage. I can't leave Earth or else I'd take you to Mogo myself. I understand, Lucia said, dejected. Thanks anyway, Mr. Gardner. Wait. Unless the fact that there are teleporters in the Watchtower in our DC game is supposed to not be lore for the story, which would make no sense because this story is for the DC game. Why would she not just be directed to the teleporter? Is there not a teleporter in the I think there's a Watchtower teleporter to Mogo, right? I don't understand. Let me know if you guys know what they're on about. I understand, Lucia said, dejected. Thanks anyway, Mr. Gardner. Hold on, Guy replied. I might not be able to give you a ride, but I can give you directions. Your ring can teleport you, am I right? Yes, but I've never used it to go to another planet, Lucia said. That sounds impossible. Kid, we live in a world where a goofball dressed like a bat is somehow cooler than me, Guy said. Nothing's impossible. Okay, Lucia said, determined. I'll take those directions then. Come and ride up, Guy said with a wink. You got this. Get out there and help your sister, okay? I will, Lucia replied as her ring received the coordinates for Mogo from Guy. Thank you, Mr. Gardner. Knock. Guy watched as Lucia headed skyward, wreathed in indigo light. Knock to you too, kid, he said. You might be heading into a world of hurt out there. Good luck. To be continued. Anyone enjoying the blogs? I can't even speak. I do not enjoy the blogs. I do not find them to be something that excites me or gets me hyped for the episode release. I find them more than anything a mild annoyance. And I like to read them for you guys because then you guys don't have to go looking for the blog, right? You can just watch and listen, or listen at least, and you know what's happening. But I feel these things should be in the game. I don't think it should be a separate thing that we have to find elsewhere to read because so many people play the game with no knowledge of the fact that there's a blog site or going and looking at any website to do with DC, potentially not even watching YouTube, which means even though I read them on here, they aren't seeing it. They don't know. So why is it not just in the game? Why is this happening? I don't like them. I know there are a small few who do, so at least it's appealing to somebody. Not me. It does look like we are quite heavily following the storyline of Lucia, and I don't really know how to feel about that. I don't want to talk too much about the live that came out from the developers for DC because I want to address that in a separate video, but or potentially on a live. But it does seem like we are going to be following a storyline specifically of Reckoning / Lucia, and she's going to have some kind of recompense or some kind of a redemption storyline that I am very interested to see what that is, because honestly, I don't like her character from everything we've seen so far and everything I've read so far. Her character was horrible. She was a multi-person murderer. Is that called? I don't know if that's called mass murderer, but serial murderer of people. In the scenes that we saw her in, like, we know she killed Jack. We know that she absolutely killed Voivode right in front of our character who stood there and did nothing. And what now her punishment is you get to be a lantern and learn all these. Well, I feel like she has to have some kind of recompense before any kind of redemption can occur. I maybe that's just me, I don't know, but I do not like her character, and I don't like that it seems to be that the narrative of this particular story arc, which is 4 chapters long, which means it's probably going to go into next year and everything. This is the storyline I have to play about a character that I feel is not nice, and I don't like her. I would feel a lot better if we were following Esperanza's storyline, because at least she is a kind person. But I don't like Reckoning is a villain in my mind. She hasn't had any kind of comeuppance, and I feel that is warranted. But she kind of just seems to have free reign now that she is an Indigo Lantern, and I don't think that makes a lot of sense to me. I don't think there's a way to justify that. So in order for her to receive redemption, she kind of has to receive consequences, in my opinion. That all being said, maybe that will happen. I don't know. Maybe there are people who really love Reckoning as a character. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. And please, everybody, have a good one.